No, don't freak out. It's about understanding what other people want to say without using words. It's about sensing what they truly mean, even if they don't say it. The ability to read others will greatly affect how you deal with them. When you understand how another person is feeling, you can adapt your message and communication style to make sure it's received in the best way possible. But what should you be listening for? And what other signs can tip you off to what someone is thinking or feeling? Here are 10 tips for reading others. Number 1. Create a baseline. People differ in their quirks and patterns of behavior. They may, for example, frequently clear their throat, look at the floor while speaking, cross their arms, scratch their head, stroke their neck, squint, pout, or jiggle their feet. We may not even notice when others do these things at first. If we do, we don't pay much attention to it. People exhibit these behaviors for a variety of reasons. They could simply be mannerisms. However, these same behaviors can also be indicative of deception, anger, and nervousness. Creating a mental baseline of normal behavior in others will assist you. Number 2. Look for deviations. Take note of any inconsistencies between the baseline you've established and the person's words and gestures. For example, you've noticed that a key supplier of yours has a habit of clearing his throat repeatedly when he's nervous. He begins to do this as he introduces some relatively minor changes to your business arrangement. Is there more to this place than meets the eye? You might decide to delve a little deeper, asking a few more questions than you would normally. 3. Pay attention to appearance. Try to pay attention to people's appearance when you're reading others. What are they dressed in? Are they dressed for success, indicating that they're aspirant? Or are they dressed comfortably in jeans and a t-shirt? You can tell something about them by what they wear. These are the things that people choose to display with their appearances, such as a slogan, t-shirt, tattoos, or rings. One of the most important things to remember about identity statements is that, because they're deliberate, many people assume we're manipulating them and being deceptive. But I believe there's little evidence to support this. People in general, I believe, want to be known. They'll even do it at the expense of their appearance. Number 4. Watch their physical movements. People express their emotions through movements rather than words. For example, we tend to lean toward people we like and away from people we don't. If they're leaning in, with their hands open and palms facing up, it's a good sign that they're connecting with you. If you notice the person leaning away, it means he or she is constructing a barrier. Another thing to look out for is the crossing of arms or legs. When you see someone do this, it indicates defensiveness, anger, or self-protection. Number 5. Try to interpret facial expressions. Your emotions will be engraved on your face unless you're a master of the poker face. When deep frown lines form, it may indicate that the person is worried or overthinking. A person who's truly laughing, on the other hand, will have crow's feet, joyous smile lines. Another sign to be on the lookout for is pursed lips, which can indicate anger, contempt, or bitterness. A clenched jaw and teeth grinding are also signs of stress. Number 6. Feel the goosebumps, if any. We get goosebumps when we connect with people who move or inspire us. It can also happen when someone says something that touches a nerve within us. When we look at research and chills, outside of the evolutionary response to warm ourselves, music, moving experiences, and even movies seem to trigger it. Number 7. Don't make assumptions. We also feel it when we have déjà vu, which is the recognition that you've known someone before even though you've never met. For example, if you assume your friend is angry, then whatever they say or do will appear to you to be concealed anger. Do not jump to conclusions if your wife goes to bed early instead of watching her favorite TV show with you. Maybe she's just tired. Don't assume she doesn't want to spend time with you. The key to reading people like a pro is to relax while keeping an open and positive mind. Number 8. Practice watching people. Because practice makes perfect, the more you study people, the more accurately you can read them. As an exercise, try listening to talk shows in mute. Without hearing any words, you can see what people are feeling by watching their facial expressions and actions. And then, with the volume turned up, check to see if you were correct in your observation. Number 9. Look into the mirror. Mirror neurons are built-in monitors in our brain that reflect the state of mind of others. We're connected to reach each other's body language. A smile activates our smile muscles, whereas a frown activates our frown muscles. When we see someone we like, our brows arched, our facial muscles relaxed, our heads tilted, and blood flowed to our lips, filling them. If your partner doesn't reciprocate, he or she may be sending you a clear message. He or she doesn't like you or isn't happy with something you've done. Number 10. Identify the strong voice. The person with the most power is not always the one at the head of the table. People who are self-confident have powerful voices. Around a conference table, The person with the most confidence is likely to be the most powerful, expansive posture, strong voice, and a big smile. A loud voice is not the same as a strong voice. When pitching an idea to a group, it's easy to focus on the team's leader. However, that leader could have a weak personality. In reality, he or she is heavily reliant on others to make decisions and is easily swayed by them. Identify the strong voice and your chances of success will skyrocket. Knowing how to read people is one of the most important skills you can have. It makes you more aware of the struggles and needs of those around you. It's a skill that you can learn in order to improve your EQ. The good news is that anyone, including you, holds the ability to read people. There are, of course, exceptions to every rule. Keeping these principles in mind as you develop your powers of observation, however, will greatly improve your ability to read others, understand their thoughts, and communicate effectively.